Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your big sis Mo here, and from today's title, as you can see, we are going to talk about and deep dive into hair growth. I feel like this should just be a series, but the part that we are going to start on today is going to be all about hair growth oils that promote hair growth, and my top, we'll say top 5, maybe top 6, and which ones I am currently using. Okay, I think I might just hold the mic because I think that without holding it, it sounds a little muffled. So let's jump in and talk about the best oils for hair growth. I'm just going to name them off. These are the ones I put down on my list. You guys know I have, if you're not new here, you know I have a bad memory. So we're going to have to read it off our phones. So in no order, there's coconut oil, argan oil, jojoba oil, almond oil, and grapeseed oil. These are top oils that I jotted down and I've had experience with. Me personally, I don't use coconut oil because coconut oil leaves my hair extremely dry. And also when you're dealing with these oils, it is always going to be trial and error. The same way that a hair product might work for me, but it might not work for you, is the same with these oils. Also, and I hope the swallowing is not very loud on the mic. I'm so sorry if it is. Also, like this. Also, I use the liquid cream oil method. What does that mean? When I do my hair, when I'm hydrating it, I use my liquid, which is water. Then I apply my hair products, my creams, and then afterwards I seal everything in with the oil. Also, something to note, oil is not hydrating. So when people say like, oh, I'm oiling my scalp to hydrate it, you need something that is water-based to hydrate your hair. So you're not hydrating your hair when you're adding the oil. You're just oiling your scalp. Let's stop saying that we're hydrating it. Now, on top of these oils, there are essential oils. And people just lump them all together because, you know, people are like, oils are oils. However, you have to be very careful with essential oils because unlike these regular oils that I just mentioned, you shouldn't be putting them directly to your scalp without other oils added in. Also, vitamin E oil is good too. So on our list of essential oils, my 2 favorites are peppermint oil and then also rosemary oil. Okay, so let's just start off with our carrier oils, which those carrier oils are the initial oils that I mentioned. So not the essential oils, but we're talking like the coconut oils, the jojoba oils. I hope I'm saying it right, jojoba. Those are our carrier oils. Why do you need carrier oils? It is because essential oils are very potent. And what can happen if you put an essential oil directly on your skin or directly in your hair, especially on your scalp, it can immediately cause irritation and nobody wants that. That's why you need to add things like our coconut oils, jojoba oils to essential oil because it helps to dilute it, leading to less chances of irritation. Always, 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 before you put an oil in your hair that you haven't used previously, please do a skin test. When I say do a skin test, put a little bit of that oil on your skin, like on your hand or something. Don't apply it directly to your scalp initially. So the way that I currently use grapeseed oil, jojoba oil. I add 2 to 3 drops of rosemary oil. I also add 1 to 2 drops of peppermint oil, and I add vitamin E to my oil as well. So those are my mixtures. I won't tell anybody the measurements of my mixtures because I will be releasing my own hair nourishing oil sometime next year. So sorry, I can't drop the measurements, but I can tell you the exact ingredients that I'm currently using. So you can go ahead and make your own. Those are my carrier oils plus my essential oils. So let's deep dive into the first essential oil that I want to talk about, which is rosemary oil. So what is rosemary oil, you ask? Rosemary oil is literally the oil that is extracted from a rosemary plant. That's simple. There's really no study that can prove that these oils are making your hair grow. There are a lot of studies proving that these oils can lead to healthier scalps. They have some anti-inflammatory properties that also lead to healthier scalps, which your hair usually or should thrive in a healthy environment. So you have to start from nourishing your scalp. That's why I say hair nourishing oil, but hey, you might want to listen to me. So why is rosemary oil so good and people are going crazy over it? Because I'm sure you guys have seen this on TikTok. So there is something in rosemary oil called carnosic acid. It's one of the main ingredients in rosemary oil, and it's thought to potentially stimulate and heal nerve tissue. This was a study done in 2010. In turn, this could possibly do the same for your scalp, which can encourage hair growth. You see how they said encourage? Now it's going to make your hair grow, because they don't have proof. There's just no proof just yet, but it can encourage hair growth. Also in 2017, there was a study done that noted that certain compounds in rosemary oil, such as camphor and borneol, wow, I'm really botching this, amongst other things, might have anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antibacterial, antioxidant, and pain-reducing properties. Rosemary oil is also thought to potentially boost blood flow to the follicle, which thus encourages hair growth as well, and can also minimize cell-damaging free radicals with its strong antioxidant properties. So we are giving rosemary oil a 10 out of 10. This is why I do add it to my own oil mixture. Truthfully, in my opinion, you really don't need more than a few drops. I think that people do OD when it comes to using essential oils. You seriously don't need to. It's very potent, especially if you're like me and you make sure you grab all organic, all natural oils. You only need a few drops. Okay, now let's move on and talk about our next oil, which is one of my favorites, which is jojoba oil. The reason why I use these particular oils, the ones I mentioned before, are because they are super lightweight and they don't weigh my hair down. I found that other oils, such as coconut oil, such as Jamaican black castor oil, they're way too heavy for my hair. Also olive oil, super duper heavy for me. I can't use them. The ones that I'm using are basically like alternatives that still have really great properties. So what is a jojoba oil? Jojoba oil is derived from the jojoba shrub. Now, similar to our essential oil, rosemary, the jojoba oil contains vitamins, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory properties. Not too much on jojoba oil. A lot of these oils have very straightforward properties. This is really why I love talking about hair oil, because they're pretty straightforward. If you're buying an organic hair oil, you're literally what you see is what you get. Okay, now let's discuss our next oil, which is grapeseed oil. I love grapeseed oil. No, it doesn't smell like grapes. If you're like me, when I initially discovered grapeseed oil, I was like, does it smell like grapes? It doesn't. Some of the benefits that grapeseed oil has antioxidants, which are naturally found in grapeseed oil, such as vitamin C, vitamin E, which can help prevent and undo pollution, and UV-induced free radical damage. Now, it can help. I'm not saying that it literally does. What I'm saying is that it helps fight against free radicals. What else? Grapeseed oil also has fatty acids. Fatty acids, as you may or may not know, can help balance moisture levels. Also, the vitamin E replenishes lipids that may have been lost. So those are some more benefits for our grapeseed oil friend here. Also, grapeseed oil is super lightweight, so you won't have that feeling of your hair being weighed down. My hair, I mix all these oils together. I usually only take a couple of drops onto the tips of my fingers, massage it into my scalp, and then also place some on my ends and a little bit on my actual scalp, and massage for like 30 to 60 seconds. Very soft massaging, not rushing, not using my nails. I'm using the palms of my fingers and massage it in. You can also heat up your oil to get a deeper penetration. Other benefits of using grapeseed oil, it reduces dandruff, strengthens weak and brittle hair, and it's a great sealant. So when I was telling you guys that I use the LCO method, that is what I mean when I say that I seal in the moisture. I'm literally using oils to help to seal in that moisture, especially in the summertime when temperatures are a lot more hot. Okay, now let's jump back around over to our peppermint oil. I love peppermint oil first, mainly for the smell. Again, peppermint oil specifically, because its main ingredient, or is it the main? Well, it's a compound in there called menthol. A lot of you guys have dealt with menthol. It's what gives it the taste. Hope you're not tasting the oil, but also that peppermint smell. This oil in particular is the one I'm saying I use like just 2 to 3 drops of, because it's just strong. It's very potent. It's very strong. You really don't need more than that, in my opinion. Also, ever since I went natural back in 2013, so 10 years now, I've used oil. Like, I seal my hair with oil. I've done it the same way. It was a lot of trial and error because I was using heavier oils before. So yeah, this is literally coming from the horse's mouth, I guess. But here are some of the benefits of using peppermint oil. It can help with dryness, itching, or some scalp problems. It's antimicrobial, it's anti-inflammatory, which again, we all know your hair is going to thrive when your scalp is at its healthiest. The use of peppermint oil is a little bit more recent in the last few years as far as people trying to use it for hair growth. So there's not many studies to prove that's linked to hair growth, but it does have a lot of good properties that would lead to a healthier scalp. And a healthier scalp, of course, your hair is going to thrive. So while we can't link it to hair growth, what we can link it to is healthier scalp. Okay, and the final oil that we are going to discuss is almond oil. Almond oil, let's see. Oh goodness. Almond oil, it is derived by cold pressing dried sweet almond kernels. Now let's talk about what are the benefits of almond oil. Almond oil has a fatty acid in the almond that is rich in double bonds, and it helps protect from UV radiation, which protects your hair from structural damage. A lot of people don't know that your hair can absolutely be damaged just by UV, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, if I don't straighten my hair, if I don't use heating products, my hair won't be damaged. You're wrong. The sun can do it for you. It sucks. Also, again, restores the hair vitality. It promotes hair health because it is abundant in biotin, which is vitamin B7. People who are taking vitamin pills, biotin, I haven't checked lately, but if I'm not mistaken, biotin is still not linked to hair growth. But it is an almond oil, which it does promote hair health. Again, promoting hair health, we're linking to hair growth. Your hair thrives with a healthy scalp. You guys know where I'm going with this at this point. Which it also strengthens and protects your hair from common damage, preventing breakage and maintaining its resilience. That's what we need. Almond oil, it also has benefits for dandruff control and inflammatory scalp disorders. So we love her. She also gets a 10 out of 10, period. Okay, guys, that wraps up my video on hair oils that I think, and also, give you guys a little bit more information on that can promote healthy hair, a healthy scalp, which can lead to hair growth. Unfortunately, with studies on these oils, a lot of these situations, a lot of the studies, they're anecdotal. It's very much, hey, here's my experience. Here's some people that we studied. Some people's hair grew, some people's hair didn't. Some people's hair grew a lot, some people's hair grew a little bit. That's why it gets a little bit frustrating when people say, hey, this is going to make your hair grow. Here's my hair growth oil. Well, the lie detector says that's a lie. No, I'm just kidding. But unfortunately, there's just no research that really says, hey, here is the oil and here is the proof. And if you are having issues with your hair growing, I would please go to a dermatologist. You could have an underlying health issue. Sorry, not only go to a dermatologist, go to your primary care doctor. There could be an underlying health issue there. There could be an actual reason in which they can give you a prescription that is more linked to hair growth. One of my sisters, she actually was suffering from hair loss. She actually ended up with like a bald spot in the middle of her head. Please don't beat me up if you see this video. And her doctor prescribed her a medication that she had to put on that part of the hair to restore the hair in that area. So if you're having massive hair loss, you can also add these oils as well. But please do not hesitate to contact your doctor, because if you're suffering from an underlying health issue, I would hate for you just to be sitting there miserable, wondering why these hair oils are not working. And really, it's an actual health issue. Let's make sure we're seeing our doctors, peeps. So that is my part 1 for hair growth. If you guys really like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it with a friend, and maybe we'll turn this into a series. Next week, we can touch on another part of hair growth that I would like to talk about, and things that I've done over the last 10 years that has led to, the hair is touching the booty. That's me in the thumbnail. I'm wearing the same shirt and same sweatpants. So things that I've done over the last 10 years that have led to hair growth. And I know some of you guys are gonna hop to my comments and just be like, genetics. Hop right the fuck back out my comments, please. Anywho, peeps, I will see you guys next week for a new video. And if you like this video, please drop a comment and let me know so we can continue and keep these good vibes going. Till next time, it's your big sis Mo. Peace.